If you are talking to yourself, you are crazy. Loving yourself and others helps you create the conversation you win. I'm Eric Brown, your host, and with me, Mr. Mike Jones is in the house, y'all.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, L-I-V-I in the dream. Cross streets between boom diggity and phenomenal. What about you?
Yeah, I love that, man. I am loving talking about loving during the month of February, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And how's that challenge going for you? That I Love Myself challenge. How you doing?
Man, who you be speaks so loud. It does not matter what you say. And I'm on track, man. I'm moving in the right direction, being kind to myself when I don't hit the outcome that I'm focused on.
And I'm going to have to admit that you're definitely looking better, bro. So thank you for accepting the challenge. And thank all of y'all out there that are watching this pod blast for accepting the challenge. But what we know is that if you're not talking to yourself, and if you don't realize that you're talking to yourself, you're not crazy, you're going to go crazy because you are having a conversation with yourself at all times. Now, I know that at this point in the I Love Myself challenge, you've likely run into some challenges, some things that didn't go quite the way you wanted it to. Maybe you fell down a couple of times. Perfectly okay, man. Get up, dust yourself off, and get back into the game. But we want to give you some winning awarenesses so that you can finish strong. Finish this I Love Myself challenge strong. First of all, here's an awareness. Everything that you are producing by way of a reality is the result of the conversation that you are having with yourself. Now, I know I started this off by saying, if you're talking to yourself, you're crazy. No. I was just making a point. If you don't realize that you are talking to yourself because you are, then you are going to go crazy. Because as a result of not making the awareness that I'm having this conversation with myself, I am blaming somebody else. Now, let me be clear about this. Whatever realities that you are experiencing are not being created by your significant other. The realities that you're experiencing at work is not being created by your team members or your vendors or anybody in the context of that conversation. Any reality that you are experiencing in this present moment is based upon the assessment that you are making of the things that are going on in your life. I can promise you that about 10% of what's happening to me is creating the realities. 90% of what's happening to me is the result of the conversation that I'm having with myself about what's happening. I really want you to get your head around that. So I'm asking that you listen to this pod blast with the intent to be influenced, because it is going to allow you to take full control of the realities that you are experiencing.
So, Mike, what I just understood is that how you do anything is how you do everything. And if you want to create the picture, because now we're in this challenge about 3 weeks, and I have the picture of what I want at the end and how I will benefit from it, how do I get back on track to that picture if I kind of slipped up or I didn't do a day or two?
Yeah, so one of the things that I really wish that we had suggested at the beginning, I'm going to suggest it to you now. Start your day off by rereading your outcome. So create the picture of what you say you want. If you find yourself getting off track a little bit, ask yourself the question, WTO, what's the outcome? If you want to know, KNOW, the appropriateness of the choices that you are making, if you want to know the appropriateness of the behaviors that you are demonstrating, you need to know the outcome. So asking yourself the question, WTO, will help you get recentered, help you get realigned, help you get back on track. It will allow you to take a step forward in the direction that will trend you to that outcome. Now, we don't have a lot of time left for this I Love Myself challenge, so I'm really focused on having you finish strong.
Yeah, so Mike, I've heard you say that change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So how do we continue on strong to end this thing out, knowing that we'll benefit from it?
Yeah, so I love that quote, but I mean, we use it every time we're in front of people teaching our program to somebody else. Change is inevitable. However, you got to be aware of something. You could be in control of the change. You can be directing the change and making it happen because of you, or change is going to happen to you. Change is going to happen. Everything around you, you are systemically connected to. And as those things change, so will your world change. So how you are reacting or responding to the change is going to determine the reality that you're experiencing. So now you're in this I love myself challenge. You may have run up against a couple of walls that may have you questioning whether or not you really love yourself, because you may still be looking for approval from somebody else. You're waiting for something else to occur or somebody else to change. I'm encouraging you to be aware that this challenge is all about you. It's all about loving you better. It's all about truly beginning to respect and adore you more than you did prior to us beginning this challenge.
So, but Mike, people in my life, it may be multiple people that come to me and tell me the same thing. So they must be true. Sometimes I feel like I just can't change.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this, Eric. If I'm sitting here coaching somebody right now who says, I don't feel like I can change, what I'm saying to you is that's the conversation that you're having with yourself that's creating the barrier to your change. As soon as you put I am in front of something, it creates the belief system that is the truth. Can you hear me? I hope you can. It is not the truth. It is your truth. Everything that follows I am, listen to the conversation that you're having with yourself. Everything that follows I am is your self-image, how you see yourself, your BS, your belief system. And as long as whatever that is following that I am is your truth, it is also going to be your reality. So check the conversation that you are having with yourself. Follow me just for a second. The words that follow your I am create pictures. Those pictures will create emotion. And then your energy and your action will follow those thoughts and prove you right every time. So I'm encouraging you to be aware of the things that follow your I am, because that is what is creating your reality.
So if someone says, I am not self-confident, the best thing that I should do is say, I am self-confident until it becomes my truth.
Yeah, and the moment that you speak it, Eric, it will become your truth. Now, the only way for you to truly begin to demonstrate that self-confidence is to continue that conversation about I am self-confident. Now, saying it in this moment may not be appropriate for what's about to happen in the next moment. There are 86,400 seconds in every day. You can make the choice to project and affirm that I am self-confident in every last one of them. You will know when you need to create that conversation, because the circumstances or life that is in front of you will absolutely let you know that this is a moment that I usually would not be self-confident. In this moment, I am going to choose self-confidence by proclaiming and affirming in that moment, I am self-confident.
I am a believer in you. You started this challenge, so finish it strong. Let's go.
Absolutely, baby. And as you are going, you're going to feel more and more like you're out on that edge. Embrace it. Because if you are not living your life on the edge, if you're not doing this challenge out on the edge, what is challenging you will change you. So get out on that edge, because if you're not, you're taking a fall. Too much room.
Here we go now.
Here we go now.